Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and after last night, Josh Heupel's name starts to pick up a little steam. He becomes the front runner. Drop a video this morning kind of talking about that and how he's emerging as the guy, but now it's official. It is out there. We all know Josh Heupel is going to be the next football coach at the University of Tennessee. Let's take a look at the article from ESPN. But first and foremost, you guys know the deal. You know what to do. Smash that thumbs up, destroy it. Let's annihilate it. We have a new football coach. We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to go live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll go a little bit more in depth than what I'm going to do right now. But obviously we had to put out a video and talk about it. This is from Chris Lowe, ESPN senior writer. He says new Tennessee athletic director Danny White didn't have to look far to land his head football coach. Sources told ESPN that White is hiring UCF's Josh Heupel as the next Vols head coach. Look, I'd say UCF probably hates Tennessee right about now. Lost their athletic director, followed by their head coach. White previously hired Heupel when White was the UCF athletic director. Tennessee is scheduled to make the official announcement at 8:35. Obviously, that's been done. Everything is official. Says White announced Thursday as Tennessee's new AD has been working fast to find a replacement for Jeremy Pruitt, who was fired for cause January 18th following an investigation that uncovered what University Chancellor Donnie Plowman called serious violations of NCAA rules. White cast a wide net through the Parker executive search firm and reached out to and/or interviewed several candidates, including Penn State's James Franklin, Cincinnati's Luke Fickell, SMU's Sonny Dykes, Minnesota's PJ Fleck, and Clemson offensive coordinator Tony Elliott, among others. Look, I want to talk about that because I know what the narrative is going to be in the comment section. I know this fan base is going to be upset. They're going to talk about how we went down to UCF and we paid this huge buyout for Danny White. And they were making him one of the highest paid athletic directors in the country, only to turn around and go hire his buddy from Central Florida. That's not the case. It's just not the case. We have to be realistic. You see the list of names there. Also, Matt Campbell. We're hearing that Matt Campbell was reached out to, not interested. Billy Napier is another name that's not in this article that Tennessee attempted to contact. Not interested. You know, I know the conversation got pretty deep with Tony Elliott, but at the end he decided to stay at Clemson. Same with James Franklin. So we can talk about landing the big fish. We can talk about home run hires. We can talk about all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I think Danny White just had to go back to something that he was familiar with. And it's not that Danny White didn't do his job. It's not that Danny White wasn't successful in this coaching search. It's that Tennessee is not a very sought after job right now. And I talked about that on the video this morning. I talked about, you know, the search for Pruitt and how far down the list we fell for that. Now you throw in, you know, look at how many kids are transferring out. Look at the NCAA stuff. It is what it is. And that's why, you know, a lot of people are reaching out to me. They're texting me. They're sending me messages on Facebook. They're saying, Boogie, what do you think of Josh Heupel? Are you in? Are you out? I think we just have to wait and see. You know, the way I said it, I said I'm not out in the streets burning couches, but I'm also not out in the streets doing backflips celebrating. We are going to have to wait and see. Look, he checks a lot of boxes that we talked about we needed. We talked about how we needed a guy with head coaching experience. We talked about wanting an offensive mind. So I think we just need to wait and see. And yeah, that's hard to do. That's hard to do when we've been through Derek Dooley. We've been through Butch Jones. We've been through Jeremy Pruitt. We keep hearing the same old every time. Let's wait and see how it plays out. But I think that's the reality of the situation. That is where we are at as a program. So I don't think it's going to do any good. And I know Danny White said it. You're talking about going to Twitter. I don't think it does any good. It does no good for this program for us to take to Twitter, start making fun of our head coach, start attacking our head coach, start being disappointed in our head coach when he has not coached a single game at Tennessee. And I'm not saying that you have to be celebrating. I'm not even saying that you have to be happy. I just think we need to be patient. Let's continue the article here. It says sources told ESPN over the past few days, Elliott had serious discussions about the job, but turned down Tennessee's overtures and elected to stay at Clemson. Heupel, 42, has been UCF's head coach the past 3 seasons after taking over for Scott Frost, who guided UCF to an unbeaten 13-0 record in 2017. Heupel is 28-8 with the Knights, including 12-1 in his first season. A lot of people are going to want to point this next sentence out. They finished 6-4 this past season. Heupel would owe UCF a $3.4 million buyout. And like I said, I know that's where a lot of the negative energy is going to come. They're going to say that he got worse every season, and facts are facts. If you look at records, that's true. But you also have to look at COVID season. I know that's an excuse, and we went after Jeremy Pruitt for using that excuse, but they had a lot of players that did opt out. And in those 4 losses, they also played a lot of close games. But hey, it is concerning. It's concerning when you take over for a coach that went undefeated, claimed a national championship. They claimed it. But then you continue to get worse after that. That's a valid point, valid excuse. Heupel would owe UCF $3.4 million. So we're basically paying close to $5 million in buyouts to go get the UCF athletic director and head coach. It says here that UCF is ranked in the top 8 nationally in scoring offense and has averaged at least 42.2 points per game in all 3 of his seasons. How about that? Again, we talk about how we want excitement in Knoxville. We want energy in Knoxville. We want offense. We need a head coach. We need a head coach with experience. And we need offense. We need somebody, a guy like Josh Heupel can come in and he can develop quarterbacks. He can make games fun again in Neyland Stadium. I'm not saying he's going to come in and win a national championship. I'm not saying that he's going to come in and be competing for the SEC immediately. I'm saying that Josh Heupel is a guy that committed to Tennessee. He committed. He knew what he was facing. He knew the difficulties. He knew the NCAA investigation was ongoing. He knew, and he chose to come to Tennessee. So I choose to support him. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that he's a home run. He's not the home run. He's not the big fish, but he is our head coach, and I'm going to choose to support him. We will have to see how this plays out. Again, don't forget, we will be live tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be creating the stream here shortly, so that'll pop up for you guys. And as always, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up. Smash it on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate that. But again, tune in tonight. That's going to wrap it up for this short little video. Just wanted to make it official. Josh Heupel is coming to Knoxville, and let's get behind him. Let's support him. Let's see what happens. But for the Talkin VAWLS Network, my name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.